talk amongst yourselves, everyone. This is very, very, very. Oh, you please don't rung him up. I was bored. I was like, I was laying in bed and I was thinking to myself, what should I do? Should I ring him? I think I might. Oh, please tell me you bought it with you. Oh, he has. Excellent. Okay.
All right. Are you going to be able to see this? Hold on.
Yeah. Go on then.
All right. There we go.
There's a box. All right. Okay. All right.
This is the Behringer QX1204 USB.
Right. Okay. So how many faders and what does it do? Has it got reverb on it? What has it got on
it? It does have built-in effects. In fact, it even has single button compression for the microphone channels, for the 4 microphone channels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you had the mixer for?
I have had this one for, has it been 3 years now? It's been about 3 years.
Right. Okay. And the reason why you're willing to donate this to Mr. Sim Shaky?
Because I had to buy a digital mixer to work with the Mac to get the best performance out of it, the audio in the Mac. Got ya.
Yeah. So how much does that mixer normally cost? So
these days, it's right around $200, a little over $200.
Hang on, let me go back to my conversions again.
Okay. I'm going to guess somewhere in the neighborhood of about 160 to 170 pounds. That's my wild guess. Let's see how close I am.
Right. So you said how many dollars did you say?
I think Amazon right now is selling it for $209 US.
$209. So around about 160 pounds ish.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So not terribly expensive.
Yeah.
They were more expensive when I bought mine. I paid $250 for it.
What sort of mixer have you got now?
It's a Behringer Flow 8. It's a digital mixer. This one cost around $300.
Can you type that into the chat room so I can have a...
Sure. All right, hang on. There it is. Behringer Flow 8.
Bear with me whilst... Oh, okay. Good old cam up, taking its time as per normal.
And again, my apologies to the class for me not being able to show you Andy's smiling face. Trust me, it's there.
All right. Okay. So it's got one of these little round things near the bottom of it. Is that the volume? Is it?
That is for the master volume.
Yeah. Got ya. Okay. That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. What just happened? My computer just... Oh, what the heck just happened? What the heck just happened? Are you still there, Andy?
I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, my screen went to sleep. That's what it was.
Am I boring you that much?
No, you're boring my screen, not me. My screen got bored.
Did somebody recommend this mixer to you then, or did you just go out on a whim and...
The Flow 8, I had read about it, and my friend Rick, who runs Studio B Radio, bought one himself. And he recommended it. So I thought, at first I thought, well, you know what? The mixer I have is fine. I'll try to make it work. But unfortunately, the Mac's a little finicky. So I thought, well, let me try this and see if this will solve the issue that I was having. And it did. I mean, it was like a no-brainer. It's like, yeah, I got to go with this. So it's an ideal partner for the Mac. But if you're using... like setups similar, Brandon and Aaron, their setups will work just fine with this mixer. I think Aaron is even planning on getting one himself.
Okay. Yes, because every time I listen to Brandon, I just get the obligatory turning on the microphone and then turning off the microphone, and it'll be just be nice to have the fader just go down.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Without the clicking of the microphone, because you can definitely tell when he's on the microphone.
Oh yeah. This will definitely up the production value, the production qualities
Yes.
of Aaron and Brandon's shows.
Well, yes. So why is Aaron thinking of buying one then?
That's a good question. Aaron, why are you thinking about buying one? Well, I mean,
He's got loads of mixers, hasn't he? I'm sure he's got loads.
is Andy right? Aaron, I thought you already had a mixer myself, but we're waiting for Aaron's answer.
That's if Aaron's actually listening, because you know what Aaron's like. He tends to do other things whilst
Multitasking.
multitasking.
How dare you multitask during story time, damn it! Sorry.
Ow!
I should have warned you. Sorry.
My ears.
Sorry about that. I should have warned you about that.
Oh. So have you've never come to the UK? I think I've asked you that one, haven't I?
I have not been to the UK. You know what's funny about that? My late mother and Aunt Bernice visited the UK back in I think it was the 1980s.
Right.
And because at the time, apparently British Airways was hurting for business. So they were offering these dirt cheap tour packages to American visitors. And so my mother and Aunt Bernice decided to take advantage of it. And they spent a week in London. And the thing that I remember is they told me they went to this restaurant and they were so charmed by this young waitress that, handled their service that they wanted to bring her over to the States to meet me. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, what incentive does she have to come over here? She hasn't seen me. And what makes you think she would want to stay? Your grandmother's name was Bernice. How about that, Robin? Yeah. Yeah, my Aunt Bernice was a sweetheart. She didn't like flying, which is one of the reasons why I was surprised that when they decided to go over to London, that she didn't take a cruise ship, book passage on the Titanic or something. That's what surprised me, but she decided to fly, and apparently she had a great time in spite of having to fly across the Atlantic.
Would you like to come to the UK?
I'd love to. Before all is said and done.
What parts of the UK would you most want to visit? I bet you say London.
Of course I'd like to see London, but I'll tell you what, I want to go up north. I want to go to Liverpool. I want to go to Manchester. That's where I'd like to go. And if I could sneak up into Scotland, I'd love to do that too.
You want to go and see McTom, do you?
I go see McTom. There you go.
Are you willing to wear a kilt if you go to Scotland?
Wait a minute. I hear that in order to wear a kilt, there's nothing underneath.
Nothing underneath, yeah.
I'm not sure I could adjust to that. I don't know. You know what? What the hell, right? It's you only go through this thing once, What the hell? I'll wear a kilt.
You will definitely like Liverpool because obviously there's a lot of musicians, music people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely the music angle appeals to me.
And definitely the Beatles, obviously.
Yeah.
With the tavern and going across the Mersey.
Yep. Absolutely.
You'll definitely like Manchester as well. The public transport system in Manchester it's better than London.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
it's better than the transport system in Manchester is better than London.
And I want to stand outside Old Trafford wearing an Arsenal jersey, okay?
That is not going to go down well.
I didn't think so.
No. Probably get beaten up.
Yeah, more than likely. I would expect it.
Oh dear. So yeah. You definitely need to come over, mate.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yes. Out of all of those places, well, Scotland's the best one in the way of scenery. That is.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen pictures of Scotland. It just looks absolutely beautiful there.
I've actually done the Route 500. You start off from Inverness, and you go all the way up to a place called John O'Groats.
Okay.
And then you come all the way down to Inverness. But I did a slightly bit of a longer bit because I went past Loch Lomond and down to Fort William.
Yeah, yeah.
And Loch Lomond's lovely. Fort William's lovely. Lovely scenery. It really, really is. You just can't if you get the weather, because 9 times out of 10 when you go to Scotland, it's pissing it down.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, I really want to do the Route 500 again, but it just costs so much money. Yeah. It really does. If you're staying in hotels and stuff like that, which I did,
right?
Just the hotel expenses are just phenomenal. So it's just a case of you need to save up an awful lot of money to do. If you're going to go camping, it's doable if you're doing camping, but I like my creature comforts.
I understand. Believe me, I understand. To me, roughing it is staying in a hotel that doesn't have room service. I mean, that's kind of where I am. So,
yeah, no, it's a good place. I say Manchester's good. You really need to visit the BBC.
Oh, I'd love to do that too. Absolutely.
The BBC is actually in Scotland as well. They've got quite a lot of BBC places.
Yeah.
They've got one in Scotland. They've got one in Manchester. They've got one in London.
Yeah.
Out of all the BBC places, I would definitely recommend the Manchester one because there's quite a lot to do there.
Yeah.
The London one, you normally get escorted off, and they don't like you hanging around.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like you hanging around in the London one because of security. Well, because of security reasons.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's literally like 10 minutes. They notice you, and then they sort of give you evil eyes, and it's to say, we want you to leave.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
The Manchester one's okay, pretty good. I've been round the London one and the Manchester one, and both very, very, very good. I've only just been on the outside of the Scotland one, but if you go into Scotland, you need to go on a paddle steamer called the Waverley. It's a last ever going steam paddle.
Oh, really? Cool. That sounds intriguing.
And sometimes it comes all the way down from Scotland to where I live in a place called Clacton.
Oh, okay.
And they sort of do from Clacton Pier to London. And then they sort of do various little landmarks around the UK. They sort of steam place these various little landmarks. They do Isle of Wight. They do a place called Fishguard. I think they go from various, and Liverpool sometimes.
Yeah, cool.
They basically just do steam tours. You go aboard and they show you, the various places that you can't access without going on board a boat, basically.
Got it. Yeah.
It's very good. And you can actually go down to the engine room.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
And you can smell the oil and the it's like, and it's so warm down there as well. It's really, really warm.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, when my youngest sister was in the Navy, I came out here to visit her before I moved out here back in I think it was in the 90s. And she was assigned to a minesweeper tender. And she gave me and my mother a tour of the ship that she was assigned to. And when you get down there in the engine area, you definitely smell that oil.
Yeah, it's you just can't beat it. Yeah. You just really cannot beat it.
Yeah, that's cool. That sounds like definitely something for the list of things to do.
Yes, and if you go into London, you need to visit a place called Westfields, which is like a massive shopping centre.
Okay.
They've got two. One is in Stratford, which is on one side of London, and then they've got one in Shepherd's Bush, which is the opposite side of London.
Okay.
And yeah, out of both of them, I would say the Stratford one, the Stratford Centre is the newer one.
Yeah.
and the Shepherd's Bush one's the old one. I prefer the older one to the new one because I feel there's more to do at the old one.
Okay.
So yeah, and then obviously if you're going to London, you need to visit Buckingham Palace.
Of course, all the usual tourist spots, right?
Yeah. Madame Two Swords, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
What else is there? Sort of there's various sort of parks that you can visit as well.
Yeah.
And sort of have a wander around, and there's London Zoo, and so there's I do actually like going up to London every now and then.
Yeah.
It's very, very busy, and that's what I like about it. It's just every time I go up there, it's just really, really, really busy. And there seems to be like lots more to do in London compared, because I'm only like I'm about 70 miles away from London.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's apart from the beach, if you like your beach, then this is the place for you. If you don't like the beach, then I tend to try and get away from the beach because obviously I'm right next to it.
Right. Yeah. And I would imagine when the weather is right, you're invaded by all the folks who want to be at the beach.
Absolutely. You get all the Londoners come down.
Yeah.
Basically trash the place, ruin it.
Yeah.
They come along and try and fix all the problems that the Londoners have done. So, yeah.
I can sort of relate to that, being out here in San Diego.
So yeah, no, it's been a good little chat, I think. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm glad you decided to call in. I wish I had been more prepared so that the class could see you.
Oh well, you know me.
I like the spontaneous too. I mean, that's one of the things that I like about Storytime is that anything can happen.
Well,
and oftentimes it does.
Maybe you might get a McTom ring you up in a minute. You never know.
Who knows?
or you might get a Brandon ring you up.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Who knows?
Brandon doesn't like chatting, and I don't know why that is. It might be a fear thing. I never
see that surprises me.
It does surprise me considering he does shows and everything else, but when it comes to actually talking to someone else, it's like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Well, did you see the beginning of the show? I played back the introduction of the first part of the very first story time that I did with him.
Yeah, you confused me at the beginning like I confused everybody else, because I did this the other day, right? I did a show, a pre-recorded show, and I was thinking they're going to realize in a minute that this is not live.
Right.
For the entire 7.5 hours, picked up on the fact that this was a recorded show. I was like, yes, it's 7.5 hours pre-recorded, and nobody realized.
That's amazing. I'm surprised. At some point there had to have been some kind of a giveaway.
Well, I just thought, me not reacting to what was being said in the chat room might have been a big
that should have been enough,
But no, nothing was said at all.
That's funny.
If Andy did, you do it, Andy will kiss you. I think they were encouraging Tom to have a little chat with you.
Oh,
yes.
Well, I mean, really, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you on screen, Tom, because like I said, I don't have everything set up properly, but you're welcome to call in if you'd like. You have my Skype number, don't you? We did this once before.
Yes, I think you have. You've spoken to Tom before, haven't you?
Yeah, we did. Was it just the one time it was just the one time?
I've spoken to you more than once.
Yeah, we've done at least 2 other shows here.
Because I'm more important. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is. I'm more sexier and good looking than MC Tom.
Let's humor Andy, okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's more important, sexier, better looking. Yeah. Oh, all that good stuff. Yeah. Right.
Right. I shall let you carry on.
All right. And thank you. And thank you again. And I promise I'll be more prepared for the Skype calls next time.
How long did we manage to do? 47 minutes.
We've been on for quite a while, yeah.
So, how long do you normally go on for?
2 hours. I do 2 hours, so it's about time for me to take my mid-show break.
Okay.
So this would be a perfect time.
You take your Viagra pill.
What good does that do me? I don't have any trouble opening doors because that's about all of he used these days. Reddy's 2,000 miles away, so it doesn't help.
I'll try and let persuade Tom to give you a call on the Skype lines. He may or may not do it.
Okay, well, if so, I'm open for it. If not, we'll do it some other time. No problem.
Maybe I should sweet talk him now before I disappear. Tom, you know you want to talk to Mr. Von Reuben. He's the man, the goated-haired, bearded man who is itching to speak to you right now. There you go.
I'm scratching my beard now. I'm itching that much.
All right, I'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks,
Bye.
Andy. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Again, my apologies. I wish I had set this up for Skype, but I didn't. But at least we got the audio. Anyway, I am going to take my mid-show break, and believe me, my bladder needs it. So I'm going to find some other music to play for the break, because those songs that I played during the pre-show were kind of wearing me out. Yes, I'm way, way old school. How about this? Let's see. There's too much jazz in that one for you guys. Let me see. What do I want to do here? All right, how about this one? Okay, I got some music that hopefully will keep you happy while I'm away. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes.